I wanted people to know, yeah, I believe in God, but I'm not one of those people. I'm not part of that denomination. I didn't want to become one of them. I was afraid of losing my own identity in the family of God. If I'm going to believe in you, God, and I'm going to believe in your son, Jesus, and I'm going to be part of this community, well, here's some things I have to control. Because first, weird people who believed and weird people, they did weird things in church in the name of God. I didn't understand that. These people are weird, God. Like, they sing songs and then they raise their hands. And then I grew up in a Pentecostal church. Sometimes they had flags. You're like, what? They had flags? Exactly. Running around with flags. And my dad played a tambourine. It was like, I don't know. It was just like a show every Sunday. But they meant it with their whole heart. And there was something beautiful about it, but it was just weird to me. And then being associated with those weird people and people assuming that I'm now one of them? No way. I wanted people to know, yeah, I believe in God, but I'm not one of those people. I'm not part of that denomination. I'm not part of this and that. And then lastly, I didn't want to become one of them. I was afraid of losing my own identity in the family of God. So, why is that important for us here at Gateway? As we jump into scripture together, because we love our city and many of us come to faith and come to Gateway in different stages of our faith. And in our church, we have people who've been married to the same person for 50 years, and we have people who've been through 5 marriages. We have people who identify as part of LGBTQIA+, and others who don't even know what those letters stand for. And then we have people who are politically conservative and politically progressive, and people are like, nah, I don't believe in any one of those. And ultimately what we're doing is helping people understand who Jesus is. And allowing the Spirit of God to begin to work in people's hearts in ways you and I cannot control. And allowing God to be at work. And my question, family and friends, is do we leave room for God's Spirit to be at work in us when it comes to others and relationships? These are people we cannot control, and yet we're called to be in relationship with them. This is the challenge. And I know we all fear that embarrassment of, I'm a Christian, but I'm not that kind of Christian. And I believe in God, but not like those people do. And it's that moment where when you're a kid and you decide you bring friends over for the very first time and you're just hoping your dad has his clothes on. Please, Dad, have your clothes. Please, Dad, just don't walk around in your underwear. Right? And sometimes we feel that way. Because we want to be in relationship, we want to be in a family, but we don't want to be embarrassed, and our human nature keeps us sometimes from relationships because we can't control the relationship. So how do we step back over this next few weeks? How do we not isolate ourselves from the family of God? Because the truth is, even in our embarrassment of family, our heart desires family. Our heart desires connectedness.